Do you believe in ghosts? No? Let's watch it.
People say ghosts are not real. Do you agree this? Comment now. Shadow explainer Aja proves something else. So keep support our channel. Let's go.
At 2 a.m., when you suddenly wake up, you see a woman with long, messy hair standing there. Imagine you enter a house that's been locked for 18 years, and you see a moving shadow inside. What would happen if you went into a jungle at night and saw someone behind a tree covered in blood?
Allahu Akbar! Astaghfirullahaladzim! Astaghfirullahaladzim! Oke, minum jaga jarak dulu, Wak. Oke. Astaghfirullahaladzim.
After many years, you return to your home, and you see something like this. Would you run away? You're sleeping outside your house, and suddenly, a shadow comes and sits beside you. How would that feel? If your friends don't believe in ghosts, make sure to share this video with them. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy the video, make sure to give it a like too. So let's not waste any more time, let's get into the video.
Allahu Akbar! Astaghfirullahaladzim! Astaghfirullahaladzim! Oke, minum jaga jarak dulu, Wak. Oke. Astaghfirullahaladzim.
This final jungle clip is not something you see every day, because whatever was captured doesn't look human at all. A man enters a dense forest after hearing rumors of strange sounds echoing at night. As he records, faint noises begin, whispers, rustling, something moving nearby. Following the sound, he goes deeper, until suddenly, he sees it. A bizarre creature, moving with its body twisted, crawling instead of walking. Its legs appear reversed, and its face, covered in unnatural colors, looks terrifying. Shocked but still recording, he watches as it slowly turns toward him. Within seconds, it begins chasing him through the forest. Panic takes over as he runs, barely keeping the camera steady. The footage ends abruptly. So tell me, what was that creature? Some things don't belong in our world.
Ini, Wak. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Innalillahi amit-amit jabang bayi. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Allahu Akbar! Astaghfirullahaladzim! Astaghfirullahaladzim. Oke, minum jaga jarak dulu, Wak. Oke. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Amit-amit jabang bayi, Wak. Astagfirullahaladzim, Wak. Kayaknya serem banget, guys. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Permisi, assalamualaikum. Ya Allah, matanya serem banget, geng. Matanya serem banget, Wak. Allahu Akbar. Astagfirullahaladzim. Astagfirullahaladzim. Allahu Akbar.
This clip starts quietly, but what happens next makes it impossible to ignore. A girl shares her experience after a strange night where everything suddenly went blank. She believed it was just a dream, something her mind created. But soon, she realizes it wasn't a dream at all. As she tries to move on, unusual things begin happening around her. Soft noises, shadows shifting, and moments she can't explain. It feels like something followed her back. The more she notices, the more intense it becomes, as if whatever she experienced that night is now a part of her reality. The footage captures glimpses of these strange activities, but never gives a clear answer. So tell me, was it really just a dream, or did something come back with her? Sometimes the real story begins after you wake up. This village footage looks normal at first, but what happens next is deeply unsettling. A young man leaves home at night after dropping his elderly mother near the bathroom, asking her to rest. She returns to her bed and falls asleep, but soon, strange things begin. Utensils start falling on their own. Objects are thrown across the room, yet no one is visible. She remains asleep, unaware of the chaos around her. Then suddenly, her eyes open, and behind her, a dark figure appears. Long black hair, white clothing, and no visible face. Within seconds, it leans closer, and vanishes into her. Her body reacts instantly, moving in unnatural ways. When her son returns, he finds her completely disoriented. The footage ends there. So tell me, what entered her that night? Some visitors don't knock before coming in. This clip takes a dark turn in seconds, and what happens inside that car is hard to explain. Two men pick up a girl late at night, and their intentions don't seem right. As the car moves, the atmosphere feels tense, but they try to act normal, talking casually. Suddenly, strange noises begin echoing from inside the vehicle, sounds that don't belong there.
Yeah.
Within moments, a shadowy figure appears in the back seat. Shocked, all three panic and rush out of the car, running into the darkness. But their nightmare doesn't end there. Near a tree, the same figure is seen standing still, watching them.
Sinasabi nila na di nagpapakita tayo. Pero hindi ko pa alam.
Ay, puta! Tangina! Tangina pa! Ay, puta! Ina mo! Puta mo, pare, puta!
Narinig tayo eh. Narinig tayo. Pare yun oh. Parang wala na. Huwag na natin kasama. Yun doon parang may duwende oh.
Fear takes over as they realize it's following them. The footage cuts before anything more is revealed. So tell me, what did they really encounter that night? Some mistakes come with consequences.
Tao. May dumating dito, ha?
Wala. Teka.
Promise?
Wala.
You have to promise. Hindi mo
Promise.
Hindi mo sa scandal to,
Promise.
ha? Baka may dumating.
Walang katao-tao.
Sigurado ka?
Wala. Sige, nanggigigil pa naman ako sa'yo.
Really? Sige nga. Sabihin mo pa.
Kagigil ka.
Promise hindi mo ako sa scandal.
Hindi, ano ba ako pa?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ano yan? Teka! Teka lang! Takina mo ba yun?
Ano yun? Ano yun? Puta.
Takina mo yun?
Teka lang.
Oh my God!
Teka lang. Teka, palalabas ha.
Take mo, please!
Ano ba?
Tapos nakita ko na kung saan yung sinasabi nila na di nagpapakita tayo. Pero hindi ko pa alam.
Ay, puta. Tangina pa! Ay, puta! Ina mo! Puta mo, pare, puta!
Narinig tayo eh. Narinig tayo. Pare yun oh. Parang wala na. Huwag na natin kasama. Yun doon parang may duwende oh.
This final clip from a haunted hospital might be the most chilling one yet. An explorer enters the abandoned building to investigate strange rumors. As he walks through the silent corridors, his camera suddenly captures a shadowy figure sitting in the distance. Realizing what he's seeing, panic hits and he starts to run. But the footage doesn't end there. In another moment, he records something even more disturbing. A ghostly figure pushing what looks like a patient in a wheelchair through the hallway. Driven by fear and curiosity, he follows them, but within seconds, both vanish without a trace. No sound, no doors, nothing. Still shaken, he continues deeper inside, hoping to understand what he just witnessed. The video cuts off abruptly. So tell me, who was being taken through that hospital? This clip might look simple at first, but the more you watch, the stranger it becomes. In a crowded place, a young woman suddenly starts behaving in a completely unnatural way. Her movements are erratic, almost mechanical, as if she's not in control of her own body. People stand all around her, some in front, some behind, but no one steps in to stop her. Instead, they just watch and record. The silence is unsettling, as if everyone senses something is wrong but no one wants to get closer. She keeps moving, twisting, reacting to something no one else can see. Is she in shock, under some influence, or reacting to something invisible? The video ends without answers. So tell me, why did no one try to help her? Sometimes fear stops people from acting. This next story proves that not every booking turns out safe. Some places hide dark secrets. A vlogger books a hotel online, unaware of its haunted reputation. When she arrives, the place feels unusually quiet. She knocks on the door, calls out, but no one responds. The silence makes her uneasy, yet she decides to stay and investigate. Peeking through the window, she tries to see inside, but the darkness reveals nothing. Just when she thinks it's empty, strange sounds begin. Soft footsteps, faint knocks, and something moving out of sight. The deeper she goes, the more intense it gets. It feels like someone is watching her every move. The camera keeps rolling, but the video ends before anything is explained. So tell me, was she alone in that hotel, or not? Some doors should never be opened. This haunted hospital story is enough to give anyone chills, and what was captured inside still remains unexplained. It begins with a young bride who was forced into a marriage against her will. Unable to accept it, she tried to end her life, but survived and was admitted to this very hospital. Days later, something even more tragic happened. She took her own life inside the ward.
Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah.
After that night, the hospital's reputation changed forever. Staff reported strange sightings, and one by one, they left the job in fear. When an explorer later entered the abandoned building to investigate, he captured something disturbing, a shadowy figure watching him from a distance. Moments later, the sound of anklets echoed through the empty halls, as if a bride was walking nearby. The footage ends there. So tell me, who was still wandering in that hospital?
Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah Akbar, ya Allah, pergi penceng mana jantung anjing. Waduh iki.
This video is not for the faint-hearted, because what was found deep inside this forest looks almost unreal. A man ventures into a dense jungle and comes across something terrifying, a red-cloaked figure that people are calling a witch. Instead of running, he does the unthinkable, he moves closer. As the camera zooms in, her face becomes visible, and it's horrifying. Half of it appears damaged, one eye missing, and her teeth broken, giving her an unnatural, disturbing look. Any normal person would panic, but he keeps recording, standing just a few steps away. The figure barely moves, yet something about her presence feels threatening. The clip ends without showing what happened next. So tell me, was this a real encounter, or something staged to scare viewers? Some things are better left unseen.
Waduh iki. Jelas dong? Astagfirullah.
This video is not for the faint-hearted, because what was found deep inside this forest looks almost unreal. A man ventures into a dense jungle and comes across something terrifying, a red-cloaked figure that people are calling a witch. Instead of running, he does the unthinkable, he moves closer. As the camera zooms in, her face becomes visible, and it's horrifying. Half of it appears damaged, one eye missing, and her teeth broken, giving her an unnatural, disturbing look. Any normal person would panic, but he keeps recording, standing just a few steps away. The figure barely moves, yet something about her presence feels threatening. The clip ends without showing what happened next. So tell me, was this a real encounter, or something staged to scare viewers? Some things are better left unseen.
Jelas dong? Astagfirullah.
This story comes from a mansion in Indonesia, a place so feared that locals refused to go near it. Years ago, a wealthy family lived there with several servants. But one night, everything changed. Greed took over, and the servants poisoned the entire family, taking their lives in the most brutal way imaginable. Their bodies were discarded, as if they never mattered. But 8 months later, something began to happen. One by one, those same servants started dying mysteriously. Each death more horrifying than the last. No one knew who, or what, was behind it. Now, explorers who enter the mansion report doors slamming on their own, shadows moving, and terrifying figures appearing from nowhere. One man who tried to record it barely escaped, claiming something followed him even outside. So tell me, was it revenge from beyond the grave? Some places remember everything.
Terabas gak ini? Nah ganjel nah. Nih ya. Allahu Akbar.
This story comes from a mansion in Indonesia, a place so feared that locals refused to go near it. Years ago, a wealthy family lived there with several servants. But one night, everything changed. Greed took over, and the servants poisoned the entire family, taking their lives in the most brutal way imaginable. Their bodies were discarded, as if they never mattered. But 8 months later, something began to happen. One by one, those same servants started dying mysteriously. Each death more horrifying than the last. No one knew who, or what, was behind it. Now, explorers who enter the mansion report doors slamming on their own, shadows moving, and terrifying figures appearing from nowhere. One man who tried to record it barely escaped, claiming something followed him even outside. So tell me, was it revenge from beyond the grave? Some places remember everything.
Allahu Akbar. Tunjukkan, nggak usah antek-anteknya yang datang. Raja yang ada bandas. Allahu Akbar. Terabas gak ini? Nah ganjel nah. Nih ya. Allahu Akbar. Gua gak nyari lu, Cok. Gua nyari yang ada bantengnya, bangke. Gua gak nyari lu.
Ya Allah, apakah astagfirullah. Astagfirullahaladzim. La ilaha illallah.
They say never pick up strangers on empty roads at night. This video shows why. A couple and their friend were driving through a deserted road late at night, casually recording a vlog. Everything seemed normal until they noticed a lone girl standing by the roadside. She looked lost and asked for a ride. Despite hesitation, the driver agreed and let her in. As the car moved forward, the atmosphere suddenly changed, an eerie silence filled the vehicle. The woman in the back kept glancing at the girl, sensing something wasn't right. When they finally turned to speak to her again, she was gone. No door opened, no sound, nothing. The seat was empty. The car stopped in panic. So tell me, who did they really pick up that night? Some passengers don't need doors to enter or leave. This next story is so disturbing, many people refuse to believe it's real. An old video shows a young girl lying inside a burial shroud, declared dead just 2 days earlier. As her family prepares to bury her, something unimaginable happens. She suddenly begins to move. Her eyes turn completely dark, and her voice changes into something unrecognizable, speaking in strange tones no one understands. Terrified, the family brings her back home, calling a religious figure for help. When questioned, she stays silent at first, then suddenly answers in a different voice, claiming she is not the girl anymore. The room fills with fear as prayers begin, but her behavior only grows more intense. The footage ends without answers. So tell me, was this a miracle, or something far more terrifying? Some things should never return.
ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah. Aku bersaksi.
It's something people warn you never to investigate. A man enters a dense forest late at night, determined to uncover the truth behind rumors of strange rituals performed deep inside. Locals claim that people in unusual clothing gather there, performing unknown acts, and some never return. As he moves forward, his camera picks up distant whispers and footsteps that don't belong to him. The deeper he goes, the louder the sounds become. Suddenly, he spots shadowy figures standing between the trees, unmoving, watching him. Panic sets in as the whispers turn into faint chants. Realizing he might not be alone, he turns to run, dropping the camera in the process. The footage ends abruptly. So tell me, what was waiting for him in that forest? Some places don't want visitors, especially at night. What the hell? This video starts like a simple investigation, but quickly turns into something terrifying. A group of friends visit a park rumored to be haunted, staying late at night to record any unusual activity. One of them films everything while another sits on a swing nearby. At first, nothing seems wrong, until the person on the swing suddenly begins acting strangely. His movements become aggressive and unnatural, and he starts screaming as if he's seeing something no one else can. Within seconds, he runs forward, pushing his friends aside, staring at a tall wall as if something is calling him from above. He keeps insisting that it is there, trying to pull him closer. His friends see nothing and try to stop him, but he refuses to listen, even damaging the camera in panic. The footage cuts there, leaving one question: was he acting, or did he really see something waiting for him? This experiment was never meant to go this far, and what happened next terrified everyone involved. A group of people entered a cemetery at night to test a disturbing idea, whether burning a grave could somehow wake what was buried inside. One of them poured fuel over the grave and set it on fire. At first, nothing happened, but seconds later, a deep voice echoed from beneath, as if warning them to stop. Then came loud, desperate screams, sounding like a woman crying out from underground. Panic spread instantly. As they stepped back, something invisible rushed past them, too fast for the camera to capture.
Oye, qué pets, güey. ¡Estás enojada! ¿Qué eso, güey?
¡Muéstrate! Te vamos a destruir todo.
Ernesto.
Mira, güey.
Ve. Allá va. Ve. Ahí va. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está, güey? Se perdió, Ay, mira.
Pare. Amigos, si nos vieran ahorita Ernesto y a mí como andamos pegados.
Sí, todos los dos casi nos estamos abrazando. ¿Dónde estás, bruja?
Moments later, a dark figure darted across their view, disappearing into the darkness. They tried to follow it, but it was gone. So tell me, did they disturb something that should have been left alone?
La lámpara, güey, la lámpara.
Never go to a graveyard at 1 a.m., or this might happen to you. What happened when a man accidentally entered an abandoned house? What would happen during your college ceremony if you saw something like this on the roof? At 2 a.m., even after dying, this worker is still doing his job. After watching this footage, everyone is confused. Is the CCTV malfunctioning, or is it something else? This viral video made people question what cameras can capture that our eyes can't. It comes from a school in Manila, where students and teachers have long shared stories about a mysterious, white lady said to haunt the building. Most people ignored it as just another rumor, until this footage surfaced. In the video, a group of students can be seen gathered in the schoolyard, completely unaware of anything unusual. But on the rooftop above them, a white figure stands still, silently watching. Strangely, none of the students or staff noticed anyone there at the time. It was only after reviewing the recording that the figure appeared. So the question is, was it just a shadow, or something that only the camera could see? Watch closely, some things don't reveal themselves in real time. Ghost. This video is considered one of the creepiest clips ever recorded, because what it shows might have predicted the future. It comes from the Philippines, where a normal-looking girl in a red hoodie is seen walking alone on the street. At first, everything seems fine, but the CCTV footage begins to glitch in a very unusual way. For brief moments, her head appears to completely disappear, while the rest of her body remains clearly visible. Locals believe this is a bad omen, a sign that something terrible is about to happen. Shockingly, just minutes later, a speeding vehicle loses control and hits the girl, ending her life instantly. The clip went viral, leaving people divided. Was it just a camera error, or did the footage capture a warning no one understood in time? Watch closely, sometimes the signs are right in front of us. Ghost. They say on one specific night, the dead are allowed to walk among the living. Every year on November 2nd, people visit churches and graveyards to pray for lost souls, believing spirits roam freely that day. Curious to uncover the truth, a group of vloggers entered an abandoned cemetery after dark, hoping to capture something unusual. At first, everything seemed quiet, but as they moved deeper, a strange white mist began forming ahead of them. Within seconds, it shaped into a human-like figure, standing directly in their path. The air grew heavy, and a sudden fear took over the group. They tried to move closer, but something felt wrong, as if the figure didn't want them there. Moments later, panic set in, and they rushed to leave. But the question remains, did they witness a real spirit, or something that didn't want to be followed? Watch carefully, not every path is meant to be crossed. Ghost. This next story sounds impossible, but the factory owner swears it's true. In a garment factory in Japan, machines have been reported to start working on their own late at night, even when no workers are present. At first, it was dismissed as a technical fault, until security footage showed equipment moving without anyone nearby. According to the owner, these strange events began after a worker named Ms. Tanaka passed away. She was known to be kind and dedicated, often staying late to finish her tasks. Even today, employees claim they sometimes feel her presence around them, as if she never truly left. While the workers don't feel afraid, the owner remains deeply unsettled. So tell me, is this just a coincidence, or is someone still working, even after death? Ghost. This investigation took a terrifying turn, and many believe he should have never entered that house. A ghost hunter explores an abandoned home near Jeddah, said to be haunted by the spirit of a deceased neighbor.
Bismillah. Bismillah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. هذا كيف؟ بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
As he steps inside, he begins praying, but strange things start happening almost immediately. Unexplained noises echo through the rooms, and a chilling feeling makes him believe someone is standing right beside him. Then he notices bottles of water placed oddly around the house.
حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
Moments later, loud knocking sounds come from the ceiling.
حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
Convinced something is wrong, he claims the water is cursed, possibly linked to dark rituals.
حسبي الله.
As fear takes over, he decides to leave before things get worse. But the question remains, was it truly haunted, or something meant to deceive? Sometimes, not every door should be opened.
والله يا اخواني احس احد جنبي، والله العظيم ورب الكعبة اني احس احد جنبي، اقسم بالله. في ماي هنا، ايش الغرش اللي فوق؟ يا اخوان والله العظيم والله العظيم طق في الجدار. يا ويلي من الماي هذا السحر هنا، هذا الماي، هذا الماي سحر قسما بالله يا اخوان، هذا الماي هو السحر، هذا الماي هو السحر. والله لا طلع الكذب الكلب. يا الله بسم الله. يا رب حسبي الله حسبي الله.